Good morning and welcome to Fort Zeller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Thursday yesterday. Today is Friday, January 28th, 2022, and it is a day 4. Before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, yes you, to join me in this mindful minute, which starts with just noticing that you exist at this moment. Yeah, have you actually just thought about existing? Like, you exist right here and right now. And yes, you existed in the past, but the past has gone by and the future hasn't happened. Very likely you're going to exist there, but we're going to pay attention to what's going on right in front of us in this space, okay? And let's start with just using our eyes and scanning our environment and find something that catches our attention and just study it. Look at it, identify what it is, the colors, the whole bit. Try to just be a one in existence with it in this space. And then with your nose, take a breath in and out. What do you notice with your sense of smell? And what does it bring you back to? What memories might it evoke? And then with your skin, what do you feel? And finally with your ears, just pause and observe the sounds around you. And what do you hear? What is it out there that you hear that you are now noticing because you're finally listening and you're finally paying attention, okay? And notice nothing that we did is judging anything. We're just simply noticing. We're seeking to understand. All right. As far as our breathing technique goes today, I'm going to use a rainbow breathing because I haven't done that in a while, but you can use whatever breathing technique works for you. And remember, boys and girls, if you have a good breathing technique, let your teachers know, let me know, right? And maybe we can get you on one of our future morning announcements. But let's notice our body, notice the chair or the couch holding you up, and go ahead and take that first breath in and out. Allow yourself to settle into your seat, arrive at this moment. Breathe in again. And out. And if your mind is wandering because it's thinking about other things not related to our breaths, just gently bring it back to the in breath and the out breath. And once you're in the rhythm and you've gotten the hang of noticing your breath, breathe in. Also notice your body. This time let's start with the top of your head. Notice the top of your head. And breathe out, noticing your ears, your nose and your cheeks, your mouth and your chin. Breathe in. Notice your neck as it holds your head up. Notice your shoulders, your upper back, and your chest. Breathe out. As you breathe in again, notice the air flowing into your belly. Notice your belly. And as you breathe out, notice your lower back, your legs, your ankles, and your feet. Also notice too what feelings you brought to school today. Breathe in. Pleasant feelings and unpleasant feelings together. Breathe out. Maybe you have feelings of confusion. That's okay too. Just sit with them. Let them tell you what they need to do. What they need to tell you, what messages they have to share. Breathe in. And let them stay as long as they need to. And be present with them. Breathe out. And in due time, they'll move on. Now, in a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not, it's ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for joining me for the Mindful Minute. It's so nice to have you be a part of this practice. And many of you guys, as you share with me, you're taking some of the breathing practices home. And that's really cool. I'm hearing from some of the families, and they love how the breathing part has made you healthy and how you deal with your feelings and your emotions. And well, it's great to hear. Okay. Now remember, we have 3 expectations here at the school where mindfulness can help us work through it. Number 1, be respectful to other people as well as to yourself. Listen to your teachers. Listen to the people that you work with, in small groups, classmates. Give them that respect. Let them know that their voices matter. And then at the same time, when it's your turn to talk, I hope they give you that respect. Have you ever realized that sometimes speaking up in class actually takes some bravery? You got to be brave. You got to have some courage. And it's really important, too, that other people respect that, and they say that they hear you, and they're trying to listen to your words, right? And it feels good when people recognize your voice, and it's important too that you return that favor and you give them that voice, and you listen to them when it's their turn to talk as well. Also show that you are responsible, making sure that you can take care of the things that you have control over. We talked about self-control earlier in the school year, but that means, taking care of your hands, your feet, the words that come out of your mouth, and also what comes out of your mind as well as your heart. Maybe there are thoughts that aren't very nice, and even though you don't say it out loud, is there a way where you can control your mind to say, you know what, I need to think about the best in everybody? Sometimes you might be in an argument, or maybe someone has rubbed you the wrong way, or rubbed you the wrong way in many different times, and it's kind of hard to let go of it and be nice back to them. Okay, you can't control them, but you can control yourself. You can take responsibility for yourself and continue to show love back. All right, and then show readiness. That's our 3rd B. Be ready to learn. Be ready to eat in the cafeteria. We haven't talked about this on the bus, but being ready to ride the bus, being ready to do the right thing even when nobody else is looking, like at the bus stop or in the bathroom, or honestly, even when your friends aren't looking, are you going to be able to choose to do the right thing? Because ultimately, we want you to be ready. So that in any moment where you have to choose between the right and the wrong thing, that you can choose to do the right thing, the kind thing, the compassionate thing, okay? Now, remember, for our character trait of the month, it is tolerance. That's because all of us are so different, and we may actually feel different each day. It's the same person. How Mr. Lin feels today might be different than yesterday. In some ways, it makes me 2 different people. I know it's the same guy, right? And you might kind of know what I'm talking about. Make sure that we celebrate our differences. Okay, we recognize our differences, we accept them, we tolerate them, but most importantly, we celebrate them, because you know what? Our school would be so different without you, and that's how important you are. If you were ever to not be part of Fort Zeller, our school just ultimately changes in significant ways. And with that, I should say I love you just the way you are. I love how different you are. I love how you're growing into fine young people. But you're all different, and I like you each just the way you are. I hope that you go find other people. Many of you guys are still coming to find Mr. Lin to tell me that you love or you like me just the way I am, and that makes my day. It makes my heart just grow. But I've been challenging you. Have you been going to your teachers? Have you been going to fellow classmates? Have you been telling them you like them just the way they are? They might not even say it back, but you know you did say it, and that probably made their day. All right, so I can't wait to see you guys around. Have an amazing Friday.